Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Wendy Darling Wednesday, and I'm just going to talk about some stuff today. I am sick, so before I get started, I just filmed this look, and I'm filming this video, so you're going to see this back to back because I'm behind because I got sick. Today I am off, so I am filming all of my videos for this week today. So I finally just finished filming my Gemini Zodiac Spectrum look, so if you want to see that, I will link that right here. First, let's talk about my sickies, okay? I sound horrible. I sound better than I did. I sounded like Kermit the Frog on like Tuesday morning. It was horrible. Sunday night, I got off work and my throat started like feeling like scratchy at work. And so when I got home Sunday night, I was like, man, my throat really doesn't feel good. So I started like taking like home remedies and stuff like that and over-the-counter stuff. And I was like, oh, I'll be fine because I'm off. I was off Monday and then I had to go in on Tuesday. And so I was like, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna, it's just sinuses, whatever. Off on Monday, and I literally did not get out of bed until, I don't know, 2 something maybe that day, and I was just miserable. I had fever. I was coughing. I could not swallow anything. Like, it was so painful, and I was like, do I have strep? Like, what's going on? And it was just very, very painful to like try and like just function on Monday. Nothing was working. Nothing was knocking this crap out. So Monday night I tossed and turned and did not fall asleep until like, I don't even know, it was like 4 something, and I didn't even sleep. Like, I was just like coughing. I woke up with a coughing fit in the middle of the night. Like, I couldn't breathe. And I was like coughing so hard I was crying. Like, it was that bad. It was a mess, you guys. And I had fever because I remember waking up like it broke in the middle of the night and I was sweating. I had a low-grade fever when I woke up because I just remember, this happening in my sleep because I just tossed and turned and tossed and turned. And so like about 7 something that morning, my husband got up to go to work and he's like, you look and sound like shit, basically. Like, you should not be going to work. I made the decision and I tried to reach my boss, and so I got a hold of her and let her know, and she was very sweet, very understanding. She was like, girl, don't even worry about it. She's like, take care of yourself, and just come in early tomorrow, because I was not scheduled until 2 or 4 o'clock on Wednesday, and I ended up going in at 2. So I didn't go to work on Tuesday. Instead, I went straight to the clinic, and don't know if I mentioned that I rescheduled my mammogram for 5 o'clock on Tuesday. So I would have originally worked 10 to 3, and then I had a mammogram at 5 o'clock that day. Well, because I didn't go to work that day, I went to the clinic here in town, and they ended up giving me a shot in my butt. That was not pleasant. And they were like, your head is full of fluids. Check my ear, check my throat, all that stuff. They're like, yeah, you've just got like what's going around, and you need to get this in your system. So they gave me a shot in my butt. I had to pick up 2 prescriptions, one for Flonase and one for an antibiotic. So I had to drive into town after all. I had to drive all the way into town. I'm gonna have to switch my pharmacy to the one in town because like that was such a pain driving all the way from Seminary into Hattiesburg just to get my prescriptions. But it was a good thing because by the time I got to my prescription and pick it up and everything, it was like 11 o'clock. And so I was able to call the breast center and ask them if I could move my mammogram from 5 p.m. up to as soon as I possibly could. And they were like, oh yeah, we got one for you at noon. I was like, I'll take it. I will be there. I was like, I'm already torturing myself. I'm already pain in my butt. I'm sick as a dog. I don't feel good. So might as well just go ahead and get this other painful thing that I've been like stressing about, you know, out of the way, and then I won't have to come back this way tonight because that, let's be honest, if I would have gone home and taken my meds, I wouldn't have left the house again. So thankfully I was able to do that, and I had a 3D mammogram done, and the most uncomfortable part of it was underneath my breast, up against my ribs, leaning up against a cold hard machine. That was like the worst part of it. Like the breast squishing part, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was still okay. I need this to be over with like yesterday. It was just not a pleasant situation. But it didn't last very long. It was maybe I wasn't even there an hour. I was in and out. It was very easy. Ended up going home and passing out until about 8 something that night. And when I woke up, I felt a lot better. I don't really remember Tuesday. So I went to work early on Wednesday, and thankfully for about the first 2 hours I was there, I was in the back and I was watching videos, and I was doing like there's like a little playbook I had to go through and like fill out my answers and stuff like that. So I kind of was glad to be off the floor because I didn't want to breathe on anyone, even though I'm not contagious. And so I still have all of this like crap in my system. Like, how does one body produce this much fluid? Like, I just don't understand. It's horrible. So that's what I'm dealing with. And thankfully my boss, like I said, she's just super nice. So Wednesday was really good. I ended up staying later and closing and learning like the closing procedure and everything. And then so I was off today. I really love my job. I'm really thankful that I was in the right place at the right time, because honestly I would have never thought to go to jcpenney.com to look for Sephora position. I would have never really thought to apply at Sephora when or if I started looking for a job. Like I said, I really wasn't looking for a job. It just kind of fell in my lap, and I'm super grateful that I happened to go in. Just glad I went in with a beat face that day. It's just a different feeling when you don't have to work, but you want to work. And I haven't felt that before because I've always had to work. Thankfully, my husband has a decent job and our bills are super low here. Our cost of living is so much lower that, you know, anything now that I bring in is basically money for makeup and plants. So yay. But, you know, it also will help with other stuff too. And it just worked out. And I'm really enjoying learning everything about the different products in the store, like the skincare. I'm also enjoying the perks of the job. These are all samples that I just recently got, and I haven't tried any of them yet. So part of my training, I had to go out on the floor and I had to find specific products for specific like something that would help for oily skin, something that would help for dry skin, things like that. And then part of it was like, okay, now go and find things that will help with your skin type. And I know my skin type, and I know that I know what my issues are. I just started using the cleansing gel and the moisturizer from Sephora that I got in gratis. I'm really liking the gel, and it's also like a cleanser and toner in one. So I'm really liking that one so far, but I wanted to try some different stuff. So it was like a 3-step thing. So it was like a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a protectant, and then 2 treats. So I got 5 different samples. I got the Boscia Purifying Cleansing Gel. Since I didn't get 2 separate things for my moisturizer and my protect, I'll get to that. I went ahead and got a second cleanser, and this is from Origins. It's called Checks and Balances. So I have Boscia Purifying Cleansing Gel, and then I have like one that's kind of foamy. So I'm going to see what I like, and the more stuff that I try out, the more stuff that I'm knowledgeable about and I can talk to clients about. For my moisturizer and for my protectant, I chose the Supergoop Daily Moisturizer with SPF 40. Okay, so I don't wear sunscreen. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it smells most of the time. And I just don't go out in the sun that often, okay? So I forget to wear sunscreen. But it's very rare that I actually get out in the sun. So when I was going through all the products and learning the different products, I found the Supergoop Daily Moisturizer with SPF 40. And I was like, this I could do. I could definitely get down with a daily moisturizer that had SPF in it. Now, as long as it doesn't create like flashback, because I know a lot of the sunscreens will create like a flashback, and I don't want that. So I'm going to give this a try. I'm excited to try this because, again, I don't wear sunscreen. So the only way I'm actually going to get myself to wear sunscreen is if it's mixed in with something else. So that's what I got to moisturize and protect. And then my treats. So I love Drunk Elephant, and if you've never tried anything from Drunk Elephant, definitely go to Sephora and get a sample, get a bunch of samples, get all the samples because I have not tried a bad thing from them. I have like 4 or 5 different things I've tried and they have all been amazing. So one of the treats is the Drunk Elephant Marula Oil, and I've been wanting to try this for a little while. Drunk Elephant is not cheap. I will tell you that right now. The brand is not inexpensive, okay? But the products are good and they're good for sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin and you're looking for a good moisturizer or you're looking for something like that, definitely go with Drunk Elephant. Like, I can't recommend Drunk Elephant enough. So then the next thing that I got for a treat is this Algenist Complete Eye Balm. It's one of the best-selling eye creams that we have, and it helps with fine lines and wrinkles under your eyes. And I if you didn't know that. I have a lot of those. I don't know if you can see those, but like, there's a lot going on underneath there, and all my shadow gets all up in it. So I thought, I'll give this a try. I'll see. It's a treat. So I got me a little sample of that. So those are my samples that I brought home this week. And 2 things that I've got in gratis this month and I have been loving is this eyeliner that I got. It's from Sephora. It is the waterproof, just a liquid eyeliner. And I really like the Damn Girl mascara from Too Faced. I probably wouldn't have purchased this on my own. Thankfully, I got it in gratis. But I probably would not have purchased it on my own because I'm still trying to get through some of the minis. But unfortunately, like, the ones that I'm using are flaking on me, and I don't like that. This does not flake on me. So, very happy about that. I really like the brush. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I showed it to you guys in gratis. I don't think I opened any of that. But here's the brush. So, it's a big old monster brush, but it is so good. I just love this mascara. So, I definitely will be repurchasing this one. I am in love. Yeah, so I mean, I love my job, you guys. I love it. I could talk to people about makeup all day long. Yeah, there's other stuff I have to do too, but it's like, it all ties back to my love of makeup. And I can go to work looking like this. I am totally in my element. Like, I'm just 100% in my element, and I feel good about this whole thing. Like, it fell in my lap, and I'm running with it, and I'm so happy to be a part of Sephora inside JCPenney. It's like, it just makes me happy. What else do I have to talk about? There might be a little hiccup with the trip to Texas, but I don't know just yet. I won't know until the week of. I've already got the time off from work. She's very understanding. In fact, whenever I interviewed with her, I said, look, I've got my kids coming in July. We've already got dates planned to go do things. I hate to say, yeah, I'll take this job and then be like, oh, I have no availability. But up until this point and after this point, then like I'm totally free. And she's been very accommodating and no issues whatsoever. So, you know, I'm very, very blessed and thankful that that is working out. Because my husband's like, look, if this doesn't work out, he's like, you're just going to have to quit. Because I need, you know, it was cute. He's just being very protective. And he's like, are you sure you want to give up your freedom? Are you sure you want to give up like sleeping in? And I'm like, yeah, I feel so much better. I'm getting out of the house. I'm talking to people. I'm being the social butterfly that I usually am. And I'm still taking my Celexa. I didn't really notice a big difference until I started getting out of the house and doing other things. And my mood just getting better and me just feeling happier. So, yeah, I'm doing much better. Things are going so much better. I've lost a couple of plants. Unfortunately, they have RIP'd. My next video will be all about my plants. I'm introducing you to my plants and all my house plants, all my new little green babies that have been growing. So yeah, I'm just happy, and I just really want to get into a nice groove with my videos. I want to get into a nice groove with work. I just want to get into a nice routine and get things, you know, get things going. So we had to stop kind of renovating on the office for a minute because I started working. And then I got sick, so we're actually going to be painting this coming weekend. So I'm excited about that because once we get the painting done, then we're just going to put the flooring in and then we can move all the furniture back in. Right now, half of the furniture is in my living room and the other half is still in the room because we're going to paint half the room, put everything back, and then we're going to take the other half out, paint that half, and then put everything back. So yeah, that is an ongoing process, and we are running out of time because we're going to be picking up the kids pretty soon. We've only got, what, like 2 weeks until they're going to be here, and so we've really got to get this done. I hope you guys are doing well, and if this is the first video that you have seen of mine, my name is Wendy, and I make a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would love for you to join the Darling Makeup family, so hit that subscribe button. Also hit that thumbs up if you enjoy content like this or if you want makeup tutorials. I do a whole bunch of different things on my channel, from food to gardening to makeup to just rambling and talking to you guys about stuff going on in my life or the beauty community or the world. So if you enjoy that kind of content, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!